Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to Jason's General. Today we're doing a best of one of Murders at Karlov Manor. Only done a handful of drafts, but we are going to get into another one here. It has been a little while. Done 3 drafts so far, so definitely not super familiar with the set. We're probably going to get pummeled, but looking forward to giving it a shot. This says the battlefield draw card. You have no maximum hand size at the beginning of your combat. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've drawn more than one card this turn, put X1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the number of cards you've drawn this turn -1. Okay, seems fine. Caught red-handed is a steal effect. Private Eye. Could just take Private Eye and try to maybe see if we can get in. Novice Inspector is a very good rare, or a very good common, I should say. Yeah, let's take this rare and give it a shot. Okay, what do we got now? This is the battlefield. Create a 2/1 black skeleton creature with suspect. Sacrifice this case. Search your library. When you have no, you solve it when you have no skeleton, you have no suspected skeletons, and then you sacrifice it to search your card for any card. Your library for any card. Seems pretty good. This gives something hexproof and flying, which is decent. Return spell. Let's go with the bounce, why not? When it touches the battlefield, or whenever you solve a case, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an enchantment card from among them, put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. You may spend mana as though it was mana of any color to cast cases. So enters the battlefield, distribute 2 counters among 1 or 2 creatures you control. Creatures you control have a total power of 8 or greater. Whenever you attack, put a 1 counter on target attacking creature. Seems pretty good. Could also just take a shock. I don't mind the Museum Night Watch either. I think I'll go with that. Okay. Burden of Proof. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+2. Or enchants a creature, and then creature gets +2/+2 if it's a detective. Otherwise, it gets the creature has a base power 1/1. So it's basically a removal spell for certain creatures, and then a buff for detectives. I'll take the counter spell, I think. Seems fine. Defena. Cold Case Cracker. I think I'm just going to take another one of these. Seems reasonable. So enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 2 life. Collect evidence 3. Each opponent loses 3 life, and then unless they discard a card or sacrifice a creature. Seems okay. Collect evidence 6 seems fine. Fairy Snoop. Could take Escape Tunnel. Could take the red blue land. I don't mind that. Kind of leaves us open. Tap down spell. Return target creature from your graveyard with suspect. -X. Target creature gets +2/+2 in a turn. I think I'm just going to take another bounce spell because I really feel like we're just in blue right now. Maybe I'll take the pump. I feel like pump effects are actually quite good in this format. Fey Flight. Sure, I feel like all these cards are kind of bad. Sanctuary Wall. Okay, decent first pack. Whenever you cast an instance or sorcery, choose one. The spell gains Death Touch and Lifelink. Create a 2/2 imp when it dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Not a terrible splash. Makes me wish I took the removal now. At least we have a red-blue land. Target creature attacks or blocks this turn if able. There's 2 of these in one pack. That's interesting. Enters the battlefield, suspect up to 1 other target creature you control whenever 1 or more suspected creatures you control attack. Surveil 1. Pretty sure this rare is really good too. I think I'm just going to take this. The spell costs 2 more to cast for each target beyond the first. Choose any number of target players. Investigate X times, where X is the total number of creatures those players control. Seems like a commander card. Take another detective. It's that or this guy, which is decent too, but we still don't have too many creatures. I'm just going to take the land, I guess. Destroy target tapped creature. Fey Flight, we already have one of those. Granite Witness is good. Pretty happy to take that. I think I'll just take an Exit Specialist now. It's a good little uncommon. Permanents your opponent's control can't be turned face up during your turn. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That seems pretty good. I guess we take another counter. Why not? This is probably the best of the cards here. Whenever you draw your second cards, loses Defender, Fanatic Researcher. When it's enters the battlefield, suspect a creature, yada yada yada. Take the Researcher. Still need some more 2-drops, I would say. Flash, when this enters the battlefield, tap X target creatures, put a stun counter on each of those creatures you don't control. Tap creatures you control have hexproof. Pretty happy to take that. I would take a Market Watch Phantom as well, but let's take the good rare. So additional cost of the spell, sacrifice a creature that dealt damage this turn, draw 3 cards, each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. Double Striker. Another Exit Specialist is probably the way to go. We have a Galvanize as well, which is good. But I think we want just some 2-drops here, so I'm going to go with this. You may collect evidence 10 rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. That's a crazy card. A 6/6 flyer is pretty cool, but I don't think this is constructed playable or limited playable. It's probably more of a constructed card. So another evasive creature seems okay. So in retrospect, I'm kind of wishing that we took the guy that buffs detectives, but we didn't know we were going to get into white-blue that early on. But we could have taken the risk. I'm going to take this because it draws us a card, or can give us investigation, which can draw us cards, which is going to play pretty well with the double prophetic memory. Start putting counters on a bunch of stuff. When it says the battlefield, you may reveal an enchantment card from the top 6, put it in your hand. Kind of actually interested in this now. This also seems pretty good. I'm just going to go with the 3-drop there. They can get us our effects. Or, sorry, enchantments. Sure, let's take a draw spell, I guess. Do we need more creatures? Kinda. We don't have magnifying glass or thinking cap. Could play this guy, potentially. Whenever this attacks, you gain control of target permanent you own but don't control. Whenever this is turned face up, target opponent gains control of any number of target permanents you control. Draw a card for each one. Control this way. Exile a target attacking creature. It's fine. Another counterspell. I think I'll just take another Crime Stoppers. Okay, so we have a ton of enchantments to get. Some bounce spells, some counter spells, this flash spell, Fey Flight, probably don't need Deduce. Pump spell seems, or not pump spell, but hexproof seems good. Might even be down to get rid of Forensic and just play the like faster game. I don't think we can go to 16 though. Maybe. Kind of thinking cut Dramatic Accusation. There's so much ward in this format. Just go back up a land. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, awkward that we only have blue lands, but I think this hand's fine. Play this warded. This creature's not particularly scary, so. Interesting. Cool. Cleared the floor there. Smash in. I think we just go exit specialist, but we could play granite as well. I guess let's just tap this down. Move to our turn. Nice. Okay, okay. Swing both. In for 6. Whenever beginning your end step, if a face-down creature enters the battlefield under your control this turn, put a 1/1 counter on this. Let's play our other exit specialist. So they go. Sure. Let's bounce that back to their hand on the end step. And we'll swing in. They're not down. Okay, fair enough. Take the W. Okay. 2-land hand. We have 2/2 drops. Fey Flight. Tolsimir. I can play this on 3. I think this is keepable. This is good too. If we don't find our 3rd land, we can always surveil. Face down creatures you control have 2 blue-black. Turn this creature face up. If you can't, exile it. Then you may cast the exiled card. Turn this creature face up. If you can't exile it, then you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Whenever an assassin you control deals damage to an opponent, cloak the top card of that player's library. Okay, well, I'm just going to bounce this back to their hand. And hope they don't play a land, and then they just play their Etrata. I'll take the land. We take the land and then we can play Museum Night Watch. And hold up mana. For No More Lies, which is the goal. I guess this is not the greatest of the disguise cards. Smash in. Oh, I tapped down weird there. It's unfortunate. I guess we'll just draw. I thought this. I tried to play blue. It's okay. Let's just draw a card. Darn. Okay. I guess let's just go like this. And we can say go. Alright, let's bounce this back to their hand now. Swing all. Hope to draw a plains and guess we just play a land. Nice, okay. We're gonna investigate. I guess let's do this. Reveal this, that's fine. Alright, I think we pretty much got this in the bag now then. Because we can just hexproof whatever if they try to kill or target something. Right? tap both those down. And then we just get in for lethal. All right, it's 2-0. 2-0. Let's go to game 3. Okay. I think this hand has a lot of potential, so I'm going to keep it because worst case scenario, we can draw a card with Prof's Edict Memory, but otherwise, we have our best rare. So I think it's worth the gamble. Hopefully we get a land. Land? Not a land. I will take this though. I would have preferred to play it out, but I want to get the counter on it. I would have preferred to play it flipped, but we want to get a card, a counter on our next draw. Okay, they're down to trade. Sure. I don't really think that was a worthy trade for them, but I guess this is okay. Let's just wait, hold back. Hopefully we can hit a plains. Alright, let's just play the, I think we just play the Sprite here. Sure. I got a dog walker. Dang, okay. This is bad. That's pretty cool. I like that effect. Kind of feels like we're good and dead right now. Block there. They flip that, everything gets bigger. We can tap 3 of their creatures down if we want. We can block 2 of their creatures here if we play this out. So that's not too bad. Block the Dog Walker and the 3/2. Okay, they're gonna kill our 2/2. Fine. Okay, we really just had no chance there. They had a wide board, pumped creatures, and a handful of removal, so. Okay, sorry. Not much to do in the early game. I guess we can play this as a 3-drop. I'll take this hand. Seems fine. Okay, so let's play this. What does this do? Add 1 mana of any color, put an unlock counter on it, sacrifice it, surveil 3, then draw 3 cards, activate only if it has 5 or more unlock counters on it. Okay. In for 3, and we investigate. We'll play a land and say go. Okay, well, you're gonna sacrifice an enchantment, that's fine. Kind of scared of the open board, but I'm just going to try to get in for 5. Let's see what they do. Okay, get in for 5. Perfect. Alright, let's get in for 5 again. Wide open board. I don't really know what they're doing over there. I'm just going to play this guy only. That sets us up for lethal. They might have a board wipe. Okay, I think we just got the game with that. Bounces back to their hand. And that's lethal. Alright, we'll see you in the next game. Alright, let's get into the next game. Game number 5. Alright, I'm not going to keep this hand because I feel like it's pretty bad. Yeah. Can't play any of the cards there. This is much better. I'll just bottom a land and... Could also just bottom Auspicious Arrival. Oh, it's bottom of land. We're more likely to see those. Novice Inspector, okay. Alright, a nice aggressive start again, sure. Sure. I don't think we really want to trade our specialist for a novice inspector, so let's just wait. That being said, they might not attack if we played the 2/2. Okay, so now it's a 2/3. These aggressive starts are pretty scary. I feel like it doesn't really matter which creature we play. We kind of need to block here. I'm going to block the 2/1. But I think it makes sense to hold up the specialist if we can. Oh my god. This is very familiar with the last game we played against Boros. Our last loss, I should say. Okay. This is solved. Okay, we could play specialist, bounce, seasoned consultant. Not really sure. I feel like none of our options are very good here. Okay, only that becomes a 3/3. kind of risky blocking there, but kind of got to do what you got to do. Alright, I guess we gotta play this watchdog. And then we can potentially... Well, we know we just gotta block. It's likely they just have removal. Okay, well I think that will just do it right there. Cool. GG's. This card was pretty cool. Let's take a look at it again. Two mana. It's a +3/+0. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. All right, 3 and 2. Let's go to the next game. Sure, this hand's got a lot of removal. We're on the draw, which I guess I don't love. I actually may have wanted not to take this or play this out. I guess it makes sense. But now we can't counter on turn 3. Alright, I say we try to go for the counter this turn. Okay. I'm just gonna play this as a 4. Next turn we can just drop our Tolsimir, which is pretty huge. Alright, 8 power for 5. Pretty good. Hey, come on. Come on. In for 3. And I say, we just say, let's go. I say, we say, let's go. Alright, let's just bounce our Tolsimir back to our hand now. Alright, no blocks. No blocks at all. Whenever a wolf you control attacked, if Tolsimir attacked this combat, target creature your opponent controls blocks this combat if able. I think we just hold back for now. Don't know why I didn't block with the exit specialist. I should have done that as well. Nice. Lots of spiders. Okay. Just let him get in for 5. And we'll draw a card. That's a pretty good draw. Let's draw another card. Make him so he has to block with the spider. And we'll just play our inside source here, I think. Makes sense. This is, I didn't realize this is legendary. Makes it a little bit less good to have two. Especially when you get both of them in your hand. Just bounced it back to my hand. Oh yeah, Tolsimir is good. Tolsimir is really good. It's a really good bomb. 4 and 2. All right, we're in the new round. Hand looks good. We can go fetch ourselves a forest for our Tolsimir. Playing against draft horse. And I don't think we play our exit specialist. Say go. Say go, play a land. I don't know what's going on. Did our opponent take a 1-land hand? Alright, they're gonna self-mill a bit. Looks like they're playing some green. I think for now we just play the inside source. Okay, they're gonna make us confiscate, or they're gonna make us discard. It's fine. Sure, I'll take that. And we'll just play exit specialist. Ready to flip. Slimes. Okay. Surprised people are really playing the slimes. See how they choose to block. I figure they're gonna try to double block, right? No. I guess I could have given vigilance. Okay. Maybe the slimes will do well. We'll see. Slimes it up. No blocks for now. Guess we can just tap this down, swing for 3. And then let's hope they put some counters on their 1/3 or something, and then we can just exile it. Although that might not even be a good use case. Okay, if they're gonna do it on there, it's a much better place to target. Okay, so they're gonna spread it out. That's smart. But we're winning the race now by quite a bit. In for a bunch. Say go. That's annoying. They're probably going to play Proft, but they might play Unauthorized Exit. I guess either one. We don't really mind if they bounce any of our creatures, though. Oh, they can cast any spell. Maybe they're choosing Sprite? Okay. You gonna block? Sure. Alright, they're getting in for 2. I'm a little scared because they're in green, and so they might have some really big creatures, but I guess we do have Tolsimir as well. So there's that. That probably just won us the game, as long as they don't draw some kind of removal. But even with removal, like, this is just such a threat. We have exactly lethal. GG's. Five and 2. Right. This looks fine. think we just go for the forest. Because our chances of drawing a plains are significantly higher than drawing a forest. And we didn't have a white card when we decided to do that anyway, so... I guess we could have waited another turn if we really wanted to. Just bounce that back to their hand. Creatures you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. An ability of a creature controlled with power 2 or less triggers. That ability triggers an additional time. Alright, so that's a perfect target to exile. Spaced out there for a minute. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield with power 2 or less enters the battlefield, you may draw. You may pay 1, draw 1. They can literally just draw their whole deck if they wanted. Alright, glad they attacked. If they were, I mean, they probably shouldn't have. But how are they supposed to know what we had? Let's draw a card off our Prof's Edict Memory. I guess let's just stun it. Just stun the mentor. How many actual card draw effects do we have? Not many. Of course, our 17 lands doesn't work. It never works whenever we turn on our game. Do we want to hold up our Fae Flight? Part of me feels like we do. Oh, that's untapped. That's untapped, not 17 lands. If you like to get it to work, you just have to close an open arena. Five, 6, 7, 8. We can get him for 8 next turn. I think we just hold back with the Fae Flight. See if they just play more creatures. Try to react to removal. I think that's the best plan. Six, 8, 10. That's a lot of damage. Can we do it? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. They would need a double pump effect, or they could just have a mass pump effect. That would be actually pretty bad. Maybe we should have flipped this a turn sooner. One, two, 5, or 3, 5, 7. Nine. Yikes. Oh. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. No pump effect, please. What? I guess I have another pump effect. I thought that would have blocked the target, maybe. Dang. Yeah, we messed up. We sequenced bad. That's unfortunate. The really unfortunate thing is that every game we lost was to Boros. But anyway, still had fun. 5-3. And if you like what you watched, please comment, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. Cheers and bye.